The future tense, or in Spanish, the futuro simple, is very easy for regular verbs. This video will show you when to use it and how to form it. The future in English is usually a compound tense, which means it takes two verbs to form it. For us, the auxiliary, or helping verb, is will, and then we use the regular form of the verb. The future tense of the English verb to speak, for example, is will speak. Side note, even though the meanings are similar, in English there is a slight difference between the future I will speak and the future I am going to speak. It's the same in Spanish. By conjugating ir for your subject, adding a, and then using the infinitive, you are literally saying going to verb. For instance, I am going to pay in Spanish would be voy a pagar, which is a totally acceptable shortcut for the future tense. But this video explains the futuro simple, which is the equivalent of saying will instead of going to. And since this is a simple tense and not compound, there's no auxiliary verb. The will from English is included in the conjugation. So a sentence that is 3 words long in English will only be 2 words in Spanish. I will speak is yo hablaré. There is no separate word for will. And as we know in Spanish, you can even do without the subject pronoun, so 3 words in English might only be 1 word in Spanish. Hablaré means I will speak. Good news, the futuro simple is one of the easiest conjugations to form in Spanish. The steps are: number 1, get the infinitive of the verb. You don't need a conjugation or to drop letters, just the infinitive. Step 2, add these endings: e, as, a, hemos, eis, han. If you've studied the present perfect tense, you'll see that these endings come from the verb haber. But if not, no worries. You don't need to know haber in order to use the future tense. So there are only 2 steps. Easy, right? Let's practice. The verb comer means to eat. Step 1, get the infinitive. That couldn't be easier, the infinitive is right in front of us. Step 2, with that in the chart, we add the endings. So that gives us this chart. Notice how the accents tell us to emphasize those syllables. Yo comeré, tú comerás, él comerá, nosotros comeremos, vosotros comeréis, and ellas comerán. So to say we will eat later would be nosotros comeremos más tarde. Now you try one. Sobrevivir means to survive. How do you say I will survive in Spanish? That's right, yo sobreviviré. Now let's try a whole chart. Pause the video and conjugate escuchar in the future tense. Say the result out loud to practice pronunciation. Nice work! Escucharé, escucharás, escuchará, escucharemos, escucharéis, escucharán. Bien hecho! Now let's look at the exceptions to this super easy rule. There are 12 irregular stems, but even so, the endings are still the same as the ones we already learned. Pause the video as necessary. Caber takes the new stem cabr, so when we add the endings, the conjugation chart looks like this. Cabrá, will it fit? Sí, cabrá, yes, it will fit. Poner takes the new stem pondre, with a D. Yo pondré la mesa, I will set the table. Decir takes the stem dir. ¿Qué le dirás? What will you tell her or him? Haber becomes habr. This doesn't get a chart since we only use the 3rd person. Will there be music at your party? ¿Habrá música en tu fiesta? Claro que sí, of course. Salir becomes saldr with a D. Saldremos a las 12. We will leave at 12. Hacer becomes har. ¿Qué haré? What will I do? Poder becomes podr. Podrás hacer esto. You will be able to do this. Tener becomes tendre. No tendré tiempo. I will not have time. Querer becomes quer with 2 R's. Ellos querrán jugar. They will want to play. Valer becomes valdre with a D. Te prometo que valdrá la pena. I promise you it will be worth it. Saber becomes saber. ¿Cómo sabré? How will I know? Finally, venir becomes vendre with a D. ¿Cuándo vendrás a la fiesta? When will you come to the party? So, yes, there are 12 irregular future verbs, and those stems have to be memorized, but at least you can always count on the endings. Just memorize the irregular stems and these endings, and you'll be set. Before you go, why don't you practice translating these sentences into Spanish? You can pause the video to work on it here, and I'll give you the answers in a second. Don't forget to pronounce your results out loud to yourself to practice pronunciation. Okay, how'd you do? 1. Ellos harán su tarea después de la escuela. 2. Tú podrás comer mañana. 3. Ella te verá en 5 minutos. 4. Los niños jugarán juntos. 5. Pronto estaré lista. And if you're a male, pronto estaré listo. That's it! We've learned how to form the future tense in Spanish. You can find more language learning resources and videos like this one at lingolearner.com.